The group Wanna One became one of the most popular trendy acts in 2017. Coming from the TV show Produce 101 Season 2, the group has exploded in popularity since their debut. And while we're talking about music survival reality shows, there are a lot of them. So in this video, we're going to concentrate on the K-pop idol survival shows, and we'll leave hip-hop shows such as Unpretty Rap Star and Show Me the Money for a future video. So let's see how these music survival reality shows are influencing K-pop today. So the classic old school style of debuting a group went like this. Music labels would introduce to the media their new upcoming group, put up some marketing posters here and there, and then just debut a group. It was as simple as that. Later in the late 2000s, social media played a part as music labels started to promote their groups using Twitter and Facebook just before their debut. Rookies and pre-debut idols would also appear in more established groups' music videos. One example is rapper Taeyong, who appeared in Red Velvet's remake of the SES song Be Natural back in 2014. Taeyong would later join the group NCT. But despite all these marketing strategies, a group would still not have guaranteed success. But then a wave of reality survival music idol shows started appearing in the 2010s. While these survival shows aren't exactly new, as they've been around in Korea for quite a while, they started to set the trend in K-pop. From shows such as K-pop Star, 16, and Win Who Was Next, these groups spawned off shows such as Twice, Winner, and Monsta X. But one of the most popular idol survival shows these days has to be Produce 101. Heavily influenced by Japan's idol group AKB48, Korea adapted the AKB model to fit the Korean audience, and it greatly succeeded. So the key focus for shows like Produce 101 is pre-hype before the group debuts. K-pop companies are learning very fast that pre-hype can determine whether a group becomes successful or possibly fail. Currently, there have been 2 seasons of Produce 101, and to say that they have been successful is a massive understatement. How the show works in a nutshell is that there are 101 contestants. During each show, the public, also called national producers, votes to see who stays on the show and who leaves. The show continues until there are 11 contestants left, and with that final 11, they form a new group, debut very shortly after that, and have a 1-year contract. In season 1, the show spawned off the 11-member female group I.O.I, and they were first known by their theme song Pick Me, which all 101 contestants sang and performed to. I.O.I quickly became an instant hit in Korea, became mainstream, and were one of the 2 most popular female groups in Korea in 2016, alongside Twice. So the producers were thinking, wow, season 1 was such a hit, we produced one of the most popular groups in such a short time that we're gonna do it again. And thus, Produce 101 Season 2. In Season 2, the show created the 11-male group Wanna One. And this group was first known for their song Pick Me, It's Me, which like I.O.I's song was the theme song for Season 2. And I'm predicting with further Produce 101 shows, if they have a Season 3, that all the songs will have the title words Pick Me in it. And as you guys know, Wanna One is already a big hit, became very popular just after the debut, and very successful in just a short span of time. In fact, according to Korean media, E-Daily, as well as other Korean sources, Wanna One is already profitable just after their debut. And make no mistake, K-pop at the end of the day is all about money and profitability. Just 1 week after their debut, Wanna One already made $17.6 million USD, or about 20 billion won. Music analysts are predicting that by the end of 2017, Wanna One is going to make about $26.4 million USD, or about 30 billion won. So putting this into perspective, you had a group that was hastily created after about a few months of being on a reality idol TV show, and just like this after the debut, they're already profitable. And putting this into perspective, it takes most K-pop groups a couple years just to hit 10 million, if not $17 million in profitability. So to have Wanna One make profits so fast, so quick, and capture the public's attention right away and become mainstream is impressive. Produce 101 Season 2 actually proved that male groups are a lot more profitable than female groups in K-pop. So what this means is that while I.O.I became instantly popular, one of the 2 top female groups said earlier, and mainstream, Wanna One showed that it had a lot more profitability when it came to the Korean rabid female fans. Regardless of which group is more popular, K-pop labels came out a winner. They knew they were sitting on a gold mine with Produce 101, and they got managers, music labels, and producers thinking, how well can music shows push the envelope in K-pop profitability? So the question begs, why are survival reality shows so popular in Korea? What makes them tick? The answer? The producers just don't focus on the music or choreography of the idols. Yes, those 2 are important, but they're not the main ingredient why those shows work so well. Rather, the show gives a spotlight to the idols themselves and makes the viewer more connected to them. The viewers get to know the idols and grow alongside them. In fact, the cameras record every single moment, their struggles, their gripes, and their challenges. The viewer in turn becomes closer to the idols each episode and they start to develop their favorite biases. So when the time comes comes when they have to vote off some idols, fans are now invested in the show and feel the need to protect their favorite biases from getting voted off. So the real ingredients to the show are actually the idols and their stories. In addition, shows like Produce 101 have this side benefit even if you don't win and are part of the surviving 11. So even if you're in the top 20 or 25, you stand a good chance of being picked up by another group or music label. So why is this? It's because that the talent level between the top 20 or 25 is so close to the top 11, it's pretty much like razor thin, in that any of the top 25 idols could have made the top 11 just based off just how similar their skill levels were. Furthermore, these reality shows promote K-pop groups that didn't do well on their first try, in essence giving them a second chance. One example is New West, who appeared on season 2 of Produce 101. Another good reason of this show is that it gives smaller companies a chance to promote their idols. Unlike the big companies who have an endless supply of money for advertising and marketing, the smaller and mid-sized companies don't have that same luxury. But when you have a show like Produce 101 or another survival reality show, it gives those smaller companies a chance to get exposure for both their company as well as their idols. With other idol audition shows going on or about to be produced in the future, such as Idol School or The Unit, we can expect to see more of these reality idol shows coming up in the near future. However, not every company or music label are happy about these reality TV shows. Some of the bigger music companies don't actually see a need to put their idols into an audition show like Produce 101. In fact, labels such as SM Entertainment, YG, Cube Entertainment, and I believe Starship Entertainment have all declined to send their idols to Produce 101. And some of the reasons are that the idols actually don't get paid while on the show. Yes, they get exposure, but basically they're doing the show for free. Another thing is that the show ties up the trainees' schedule while they're on the show. So not only do they have to train and keep schedule at their current label, but they also have to meet the requirements of the reality show. And a lot of entertainment companies may not want to spend the time and money to send these idols to these shows. And another thing, especially with the big labels like SM Entertainment and YG, is that they don't want to give control to the broadcasting non-music companies over their idols. They would rather have the final say and control over their own stars. Another thing is that the bigger companies don't find a big enough benefit for their idols to be on the show. And yes, while it gives massive exposure again, the biggest music labels have an endless pit of both branding power and marketing power to their disposal. And last, the Korean Music Association and a couple other music organizations in Korea think the show is unfair, that pretty much forces smaller companies to compete on these shows because they don't have the marketing budget nor the exposure, and it pretty much benefits the big broadcasting companies because once you sign that contract, they'll have the final say on the idols that are borrowed to them. So a lot of these music association companies don't like how it kills fair competition. Every K-pop company knows that these reality audition shows are pretty much a new way to get massive exposure in a short amount of time. So what do you guys think about this video of idol survival reality shows changing K-pop? Do you guys watch these shows or are you not really into these shows? Either way, I'd love to know your comments in the comments below. And if you guys want my upcoming free ebook on K-pop journalism and what it was like working in Korea as a K-pop journalist, please sign up for our free email list below and grab that free ebook. And with that being said, I'm off to watch another K-pop music video, but I'll be back soon. So I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy, guys.